back inside the hangar here where work continues on Project Camaro. The plan for today is to get the remaining work done to the front sheet metal work, the front clip work, and get that moving into its second step of build prime. So, as I said, I like to do that work outside due to the dust it generates, so we're going to let it warm up a little bit because it is middle of December here. So for the immediate project this morning, we're going to be working on the trunk here, the inside of the trunk. And it is original to the car. It was one of the reasons I selected this vehicle was a solid original floor, solid trunk floor. The trunk floor had a lot of pitting in it because these cars characteristically leak into the trunk, and someone had actually done us a favor and punched the 4 holes in the trunk to let the water run out. So we will fix the leaks, and I welded the hole shut and took care of anything else, dents and dings in the trunk from stuff being tossed in it. And I got most of the pits out of it. There are still some there, but I haven't done this before. I know it doesn't necessarily matter if you get every single one of them out. It's been had build prime on it. It's been sanded, but it got all blown full of overspray, which I knew it would when I was painting the trunk hinges, because you've got to wrap around to get down into the bottom and backs of these hinges when you paint the car. So I had to leave a space in the taping so that I could get my gun in there and paint that. So the trunks in these cars were painted with what's called a splatter paint, which is either a black or gray base with either a white or an aqua fleck in it. So I'll have to look and see what it is for the Camaro. I know what it is for the Firebird because I've had those for 50 years, 40 years, I don't know, long time. Anyway, so we'll look that up, but the first step is whatever the base color is, be it black or gray, you want to paint the trunk entirely with that color first, because otherwise you're going to use a ridiculous amount of the fleck paint to try to get any kind of coverage. So I'm going to look that up, and then I am going to buzz this off with the DA and sand it a little bit, and then we'll come back and I am going to brush a coat of whatever the base color turns out to be on it. We'll let that dry, and then we'll fleck it. I'll show you the process for doing that. The reason I brush it is because it doesn't matter if you present this perfectly, that splatter paint goes on quite rough, and it's intended to. So that's the immediate project this morning. We'll keep you updated. All right, so after a little cleaning, and I got this to spray, so this is what it looks like. And as you can see, this is why neatness doesn't really count. This stuff goes on pretty coarse, but if you don't have a base color down, you're going to use 20 cans of it to get coverage, and frankly, it's not going to look right anyway. So I'll have to go get some more, because this isn't going to be enough to do the whole trunk, but this is what they did at General Motors, and we're just emulating the process. It'll be exactly the way it came out. So update you when I get this finished up with a finished shot. But I like these little quick projects, make you feel like you got something done. I don't know if you notice how I present this stuff, but you got to kind of look at each task as an individual thing and feel like you started something, you finished something. I do anyway, because otherwise it's like, how do you eat an elephant? You know, one bite at a time. No, I'm not going to eat an elephant for anybody that, you know, loves elephants. So there you are. How to restore the inside of your trunk. Morning, welcome back to the hangar. Today we're going to be looking at the trunk seal, maybe some door seals, things like that, among other projects. I just wanted to show you these. I forgot we had them. These are both trunk seals, and they came with the car. I forgot we even had them. So I want you to look at this difference in these cross sections. Considerably larger on the OER one versus the soft seal version, and they are clearly labeled for 67 through whatever trunk 81 trunk strip. So I can tell you right now that there's no way that this gigantic thing from OER, original equipment my ass, is going to work in that trunk. Frankly, most of the seals that I've seen for the trunks on these cars, and they're probably the same for among the A bodies and everything, but certainly on the F bodies, they're going to stand the trunk up way too high, or you're going to have to slam the holy hell out of the trunk and be denting things. What I've resorted to oftentimes is cutting the seal down on the backside before installing it, so that it sits deeper in the channel. It goes in this channel here. So we're going to start with that small one. I've never had two at the same time, so I don't know why they had two. I don't even know why they had seals, given the condition of the car, because it was a long way from needing them. But we got them, so we'll see how this soft seal works. And you know, I don't know how old these are. Perhaps their company has changed their mold pattern. It seems to me like if they can mold it in the wrong shape, they could mold it in the correct shape. But you know, that's the problem with these aftermarket parts. And again, that's why I prefer to fix sheet metal if I can. There's not much you can do with rubber stuff, even if you do find NOS original stuff that's 50 years old, and you know, that'd be a little suspect, I think. So anyway, it's a immediate project.